Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to yet another TV box review. But before we go any further, check out what happened yesterday. So yes, yesterday I did make it to over 10,000 subscribers. So a year and a half ago, a year and 10 months ago when I started the channel, I would have never ever imagined that would happen. So I want to start by thanking everyone for your support, your kind comments over the past almost 2 years. So thank you again, I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. So thank you a lot. Now let's get back to the TV box here. So this one it's called the V4. We have an octa-core processor inside. It's a Rock chip processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage and running Android 5. I'm gonna show you what comes in the box with it and then I'll show you how the box performs. Let's begin. The V4 comes in this box right here, very plain, very simple and no information about the TV box at all. Inside the box we find the remote control. This remote control takes 2 AAA batteries, however I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse for a better experience. We also get a HDMI cable in the box and finally it's not one of those cheap looking HDMI cables and this must be the first box that I've seen with one of these cables. We also get an AV cable and I have to say that we don't really see this in any TV boxes anymore. The power adapter that looks like any of the power adapters that we see on any TV box. And lastly the manual. The manual is in English, has lots of pictures, it's gonna show you how to connect the box to the TV and how to use it, so a very helpful manual. And now the box itself. So it is made out of plastic and we do have a camera here. So this is the first TV box that I've seen with a camera. We'll see how well the camera works. Right here we have a power on-off button and there is an LED around the button that lights up red or blue depending if the box is on or off. The camera here on top can be closed, so you can close it just like that or open it if you need it open, so very simple. On the left hand side of the box we have a USB slot and the micro SD card slot. Moving to the back of the box we have the Wi-Fi antenna and this box supports dual band Wi-Fi, the network adapter port, an USB port, the optical audio, the HDMI port, and this is a smaller than usual HDMI port, therefore the cable that we found. We have an OTG port, the AV out and where the power adapter goes. On the back of the box we just have some holes here so the box doesn't overheat and some rubber legs so the box doesn't slide. Because the box has a smaller HDMI port we do get this special cable here, so this here plugs into the box and this is a normal size for your TV. For the duration of this video I will be using this wireless keyboard and mouse and I left a link in the top right corner or the video's description if you wanna check it out. For playing games I will be using this Xiaomi gaming controller and I left a link in the top right corner or the video's description if you wanna check this one out as well. As soon as we turn on the box we get their boot up animation and it just says Android. And as you've seen it took less than 15 seconds for the box to start up. As soon as the box turns on we get to this launcher and yes, this launcher looks like the launcher that we see on most of these TV boxes. The first thing I notice at the bottom of the screen is the navigation bar and I'm very happy to see that it has a navigation bar. We can also hide the navigation bar if we want. Let's start by going to apps and see what apps come pre-installed. So we do have an app installer here, the camera app, because this box has a camera. So let's open the camera app. And I can see myself talking right there, so that is pretty cool that I actually have a camera. So we'll exit that. And we do see Kodi right here. I'm gonna check out and see what version it is. We have Netflix, Play Store, Skype, because now we can actually Skype with this TV box easily. And we do have a voice recorder here. So this records from the box's microphone. However, I did listen to it, so let me record this. Hello, 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 1, 2, 3. Hello, 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 1, 2, 3. So then we'll stop this, we'll save onto the phone. And then we can listen to whatever I recorded. So I believe it's this one right here. So as you've heard, that's not the absolute best quality. However, considering that we have a camera and the microphone in the TV box, it's pretty cool to have. So that's it for the apps right here, and we do see YouTube right there as well. Now let's go into the settings app. So the settings app looks like stock Android, very nice to see. I'm very happy to see that the box does have Bluetooth, and I will be using the Bluetooth to play a game later on. If we go into display here, we can just select whatever resolution we need. This will be different depending on the TV that you're viewing this on. Let's go back to apps, for example. Here we can check out whatever version Kodi is. So let me click on Kodi, and it's version 16.1. I do believe it's a beta version though. So Kodi 16.1 comes pre-installed on this. If I go to storage right here, out of the 16 gigs of internal storage, we have about 11.4 available. Because this is using Android 5, we won't be able to install an SD card as internal storage. So if we install an SD card, it's not gonna be internal storage. For languages here, I'm just gonna scroll through the languages available onto this box. So hopefully you see the one that you're interested in. So a lot of languages available. So yeah, those are all the languages available. And let's go all the way to about device. And at about device, we see that it's running Android version 5.1.1, and the model name, it's the processor, so it's the RK3368. So that's about it for the settings app. Now all these icons that you see here, if we can call them icons, are actually folders, so you can add anything you want in it. So you can add any apps onto these folders. The same with the bar at the bottom there, so you can just press the plus here and add any apps onto the home screen then. So very easy to use. Now let's start talking about the Play Store for a second. So I've seen this on many TV boxes. As soon as I search any benchmark app, so look what happens. It closes. And if I try to search another benchmark app, so let's try searching for Geekbench, and the Play Store closes. So I am 100% sure this is done on purpose, so you don't verify the specs of the box. However, I will have to install all these apps from the internet. Alright, so I found another way of actually installing some benchmark testing apps. You just don't have to search for that particular app, so just search benchmark in general, and then you will be able to install them because the box is not gonna close the Play Store. So now that I search benchmark, I can just install everything that is available, and the box doesn't close the Play Store. But if I would be to search Antutu again, or Geekbench, or any name for an app that checks the benchmarks, the box should close the Play Store. These are the speeds for the internal memory and the RAM. So not the fastest out there, but still decent. The V4 does come with root access from the factory as well. On the Antutu benchmark, the V4 gets a score of about 28,000, and the info here we can just see some information that we already know about the box itself. On the Geekbench 3 we get a multi-core score of 1700 and a single core score of 463. Down here we can see some more information about the box, and down here some more information about the test itself. And lastly, on the iStorm Extreme, the box gets a score of about 3200, and down here we can see some details about the score. The CPU app will just confirm the specs that we already know, so I'm just gonna run through these. We'll check out the temperature, so 26 degrees at this particular time. However, that seems kind of low and doesn't seem normal. Now on the speed test app, so we finally found a TV box that has great Wi-Fi speed. So I'm in the same spot that I'm always sitting when I test these boxes, and these are the speeds that we got. So we got 66 through a wired connection, 33 on the 2.4 gigahertz network, and 31 on the 5 gigahertz network. So finally a TV box that has great Wi-Fi connectivity. Miracast seems to go very well as well. I didn't find the Miracast app onto the box, but you can install one from the Play Store. So I'm just gonna open the gallery very quickly, And I'll just scroll through a couple of pictures, and as you can probably tell, it does seem to work very, very well. Yes, and I took lots and lots of pictures the other day. So Miracast works fine onto this V4 box. Now let's check out Kodi for a bit. So it does come pre-installed with some add-ons. However, you can install your own add-ons very, very easy. So not that complicated. And if I go here at System and System Info, I'm just gonna scroll through this so you can have a better idea of what's available. So just like any other TV box, I do have a lot of apps open in the background at this particular time. So let's check out a random stream from here and see how well it does. So as you can probably tell, it started right away and it does seem to go fairly smooth. I mean, I wasn't expecting to have any issues with online streaming because this is a powerful box and there shouldn't be any issues whatsoever. And it does have really good internet connectivity. Since I'm here anyways, let's go ahead and check out a couple of files. I do have my USB stick connected to the box, and these are the files that I'm gonna try. Let's start with the most difficult one, this one at 4K at 59 frames per second. So let's see how well this one does onto this box, if it actually works on it. So we do get a black screen at the moment. So at this particular time, this file doesn't seem that it's working. I will try the same file onto the MX player afterwards. I'm trying to exit this so we can check out a new file. And unfortunately the box seems to be frozen at the moment, so we'll try to close that from the background. So we'll close Kodi from the background, and let's close everything in fact from the background. And let's try that one more time. Okay, so videos, files. Let's try the following one. This one should do much better. However, it doesn't. So we'll try this one as well with the MX player. Okay, so the box is totally frozen once again. So I can't really do anything. So we'll close Kodi once again. And we'll try to start that again. So yeah, don't play 4K files onto Kodi. Okay, so let's go back here. Now let's try a 4K file filmed with my phone. This one, I hope it works. Yeah, so this one, it does seem to work. This one is like at 20 frames per second or so. So this one works fine. Let's check out this one right here at 1080p. This one also seems to be going okay. Next, let's check out this one here. This may not start up. And we do get a green screen. So that's all we get, a green screen. Looks great. Okay, so this one doesn't work. Now let's try a 720p file. This one should go without any issues. And as I was expecting, this one doesn't have any issues whatsoever. The following one, it's a 1080p file. This one should work with no problems at all. And as I was expecting, it works fine. So that's about it for this particular test. So 4K files, yeah, not good at all. But again, we'll try them in the MX player in a couple of seconds. Alright, so I have the MX player opened. We'll try those two 4K files again. Let's see how well they do. So this is the first one that we'll try. And I just get the green screen. Let's try software. And I don't see anything happening. And okay, now the box is totally frozen, so I can't really do anything anymore. Oh, okay, it's moving again. So that one did not work. Let's try it one more time. So we'll try to change this again. Let's see if it works like this. And no, it doesn't seem to work. All right, so I'm trying to get out, but again, it kind of froze for a couple of seconds. Okay, so let's go back. And let's try the second 4K file, which is this one. Let's see if this one works. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be working. So yeah, unfortunately we cannot get this to work no matter what. So these two files aren't gonna be playing onto this particular box. I have the YouTube app opened, I'm playing one of my own videos, and you can probably see the maximum resolution. It's 1080p, and that is really nice to see. Let's maximize this and see how well it does. We'll give it a second to buffer, and it does seem to go fairly well. So I'm very happy to see that we get YouTube at 1080p. I'm currently playing GTA. I have everything set on medium settings, so not high, but medium, it's alright. So it does seem to go okay on medium settings. I mean, it does seem to stop a bit here and there, but not very bad. So still very playable, and this ROM chip processor, it's not a slow processor by any means. It does seem to work fairly well most of the times. So I'm just gonna drive around here for a bit so you can get a better idea on how well gaming is onto this box. I'm trying to kill that guy. Oh no. Okay, we finally ran him over. Alright, so this is how gaming works on the V4. So pretty good in my opinion. Alright, so in order to conclude, so the box does come with two launchers. This is the second launcher, so if you don't really like the first one, you can always select this one. If you don't like this one either, you can just install like a launcher like Nova Launcher. So we do have more options. So this is Nova Launcher onto the box. So you do have the options of installing anything that you want. Aside from the little hiccup with the Play Store, so when you're searching for apps for benchmarks like Antutu, Geekbench, the box just shuts down the Play Store. But aside from that hiccup, all the other apps seem to work really well, and you can install pretty much any app from the Play Store. So just a small hiccup. I'm very happy to see that the Wi-Fi works really good on the 2.4 and the 5 GHz networks. The box has a camera and the microphone. The microphone's quality, it's not the best. However, we do get a camera, so you can actually make some video calling and stuff like that on Skype and whatever else you may be using. So I'm very happy to see that this box performs fairly well. Gaming, it's also okay. Some 4K files, again, they don't work, but it is what it is. Realistically, myself, I don't actually use any 4K files whatsoever. I don't even have a 4K TV to begin with, so I don't exactly use any 4K files. So overall, I do like this box, and I do believe that it works really good. Alright guys, if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If you did like the video, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.